We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Ow! Ooh, fuck. I think I accidentally hit the timer. I didn't even mean to start this shit. What up, class? I haven't even gotten set up, but you know what? Let's get right into it. I'm starting right now. I don't give a fuck if I got shit set up. If I have to go in and edit it to make it look... No, I'm not even gonna edit this shit, honestly. I'm just gonna walk away. I might cut it here and there, but I'm not gonna cut it up a lot. You can wait, and you know you can. You got the willpower. How y'all been, man? Drinking Budweiser. They got these really cool fucking holiday themed shit. Honestly, usually like Bud Light, but they had this on the shit, so I kind of had to buy it. It's just some Christmas shit. It's like plaid. I don't know, it's weird. Thanksgiving was like, what, 2 weeks ago, a week ago? It's pretty lit. I went back home, saw my family. Well, we saw Paris's family, which is also my family, but not the people I was born from, you know, obviously. But still, it was really great to see everybody, you know. The kids, they grow up so fast, man. Like, you can see them develop their own little personalities. And there's 2 babies there, Nala and Onyx, and they were like little tiny infants when I left last time, and now they're grown up, basically talking. I mean, walking around. It's just, I don't know, and I don't know. I'm gonna try and keep this going. This one's free for all. I got no scripts on this one. I got no fucking talking points. I know what I'm gonna talk about, but that's about it. We're gonna try something different, okay? Because, you know, it's just me this time. Paris has been really busy. She's been finishing up the school year, which is just annoying as fuck, especially the school she goes to, Furman. Oh, shit, I didn't even notice. Guys, I got a fucking nose ring. So, yeah, this thing, I actually got a stud first. Got stabbed right in the fucking, right here. But I was asleep, and I guess I pushed it out from the inside of my nose while I was asleep. But I woke up, my nose was bleeding that morning, and I couldn't find the piercing anywhere, so. And you can't go right back in and pierce the same hole because you'll probably get keloids. So what I did was I got my septum pierced, mainly because this is one of the easiest piercings to get. And I'm not gonna lie, when I figured out you could flip it up into your face, I was like, alright, sold, because I'm not ripping another fucking thing out of my face. And I got long hair, so I don't really want earrings. Like, you'll get caught on shit, you know? It just seemed, like, natural. And I don't want it in my face. Like, I mean, I don't want it on my lips, really, either. Because, like, if I had to feel a piece of metal every time I touched something with my lips, I would be just irritated. You know what I mean? It would make eating so annoying. I'm probably talking fast or slow. I don't know. Either way, I'm insecure. Either way, we're going to keep pushing through this shit. I hope I chose some good-ass music for this. Like some lo-fi bullshit. It might be just completely silent. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see how I feel about this one, honestly. Because I want to get good at this. I want to make these entertaining, but I can't do that without practicing them first. You know what I mean? Especially when you're trying to make a podcast based around just chilling out with your friends and like getting fucked up and like, yeah, we drink on some and we smoke weed, but it's like trying to hold a conversation with a person while you're messed up in any way, whether it's alcohol or weed, is hard to do. And so you add another element to that, just trying to make it funny, make it entertaining, and it's very difficult to do, my friend. Very difficult. Yeah, I love it though. I mean, I do love it. I love making these things because I know I'm gonna look back and think about all the things I talked about and did, and that's what this is for, right? This is for the future, you know? You know, if people love this, then that's great. But it's mostly about the memories for me, man. I can look back and look how alternative I looked back then and be like, wow, I was a completely different person. Or I'll be exactly the same person, just changed a little bit. Who knows? Might just do a 180 flip and just become a fucking Republican billionaire. Super hard Republican, like all the way, or like even flip another way, go super liberal for no reason either. Just super rich liberal doing some crazy shit with my kids or something. Either way, it would be pretty funny for me to be any one of those extremes. Because the shit is stupid. But guys, so I got the nose ring. I went down to Thanksgiving. I saw my friends, saw my boys back home where I went to high school. Fucking, I saw Paris's family. That was really good. Oh shit! I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I'm sure everyone who's watching this knows or has seen it by now. Is the Metaverse? It's a little wild, isn't it? I really feel like we're approaching Twilight Zone or some kind of level of sci-fi that I'm just real uneasy about. You know what I mean? It's like every day there's another advancement in technology, and every day there's another problem. Like at this point, either we're gonna be around for a long ass time, or the world's gonna end. And that's just kind of how it's gonna go because we're going so fast. We're not even asking, should we slow down? Maybe try and figure out the problems with this first before we just make it to see if we can do it. You know, I feel like in science, especially, it's all about let's just one up ourselves and let's see what we can figure out about the universe. You know what I mean? But you don't ever ask, is this right? Is this gonna benefit the world? You know? Like self-driving trucks. That's gonna, once semi trucks can drive themselves, that's gonna ruin a lot of jobs for people. And if you're very young right now, I recommend you do not get into that business because it is only a matter of time before truck driving is completely obsolete. And I hate that because it's a great lucrative business for people to make money. A lot of people really like that lifestyle, living on the road, and it would just suck for like that to be ruined for hundreds or thousands and thousands of people, you know? It's going to fuck up the economy because we already don't have enough small businesses because of Amazon. It's like, what the fuck, dude? But anyway, the metaverse, like, I'm looking at fucking, what's his name? Zuckerberg? Dude, I can't tell if he looks like a child or a fucking pedophile. Like, I can't tell if he looks like he just lost his virginity or he's going to court for a sex-related crime. You know what I mean? He kind of like, you can tell he's like trying to mimic human emotion when he's looking at you with his eyes, but I swear to God, it's like staring into a void. There's like no emotion. It's like staring at a doll almost, like just a porcelain doll up on the shelf. And I'm super awkward and anxious and shit, but I mean, it's another level with the Zuck. Zuck this motherfucker. Um, it feels good to be back and talking, man. It really does. It feels good to do the podcast. I just fell off because holidays start and it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, I was running around. For instance, I was just today after working a full day. I went from Walmart to Walmart trying to find a PSVR with the Iron Man bundle in it. Not one. I went to like 2 or 3 different Walmarts, and they're like 20 minutes apart each. Dude, I fucking wasted so much gas. And they, nothing. Apparently they had a blackout in the store or some shit. He was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. And I was like, I don't know what I want to hear, honestly. Another thing. Oh, I was in the mall the other day, and I thought it was really funny because this young lady, who I could tell was foreign descent when we first talked because of her English, she's like, sir, I won't do an accent because I don't even think I can do it right, but she gave me this free lotion, and then I was like starting to walk away. I was like, oh, okay, this is free, cool. And then she's like, come over here, and I'm like, all right. Is it something else that's free? Your boy likes free shit. I am a cheap little bitch, so I don't know. And so we walk over, and it's the most bizarre interaction I've had in a long time with a stranger, because she just grabbed my hand and started massaging it while staring directly into my eyes, not saying a word. And don't worry, I told Paris about this because your boy ain't fucking with some random hoes. Told Paris about this shit, because I mean, honestly, I told multiple people just because it's not that weird, but like I just didn't expect her to just come up and start massaging my hand while staring me directly in the eye for like at least like 5 or 6 minutes and just not saying a word. And I'm trying to talk to her, right? So she's like picture you're like rubbing my hand, and I'm like, and I have tinnitus too, so it's really hard for me to hear. And we were in the middle of the mall at a kiosk, and she's speaking in broken English, so she's like rubbing my hand, like staring lovingly into my eyes, and I'm like, okay. I'm just trying to talk about whatever I can because this is kind of bizarre as fuck, and I just don't know. Like, when something awkward happens and you just want to say something to break the tension, but you don't know what the fuck to say? So I was just talking about anything. I started talking about fucking the Lego store right behind me. I was like, oh, you fucking Legos. Crazy, dude. And I mean, it's just wild. It's not that weird, honestly. There's dabs on this, dude. I forgot I divvied this up with a knife. So that's dab. I'm probably drinking this really fast, but even if it wasn't alcoholic, I'm kind of a fast drinker. you know? I don't want you to think I have a problem. Because I do, but I don't want you to think I do. Nah, but for real, I don't. I think, me personally, I have a problem with different substances, but I'm at the point in my life where I can still control it, and I have control. And I'm always prepared because of my family and, like, you know, DNA and ancestry. I'm prepared to had to do something more, some kind of regulation, but right now I'm good. You know, it's a disease, but your mind is so much powerful than you think it is. You know, you can do things that you think you can. Um, Juice World. It was Juice World Day yesterday. Okay. So here's the thing. I love juice, and you may or might not know this. I think you do. I don't know. We'll say you do. You know. I really fucking love Juice, dude. Like, he was like a brother to me. And I never met him, obviously, because I'm just some stoner fucking nerd, fucking metal. I don't know. Just use every adjective of a teenager ever, and that's me. Um, and I'm... Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. I just realized I forgot something at work. And I also remember something really sad that makes it seem really pathetic is I just remembered I'm not a teenager anymore. To be fair, I'm only 21, but it's, you know, it just, you forget. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm 21. Whoa. You know? It feels completely different because, like, at 18, you're legally allowed to make your decisions, but you still feel like a kid. Like, I was paying my rent and living on my own, but I didn't have the mindset yet. And I still don't fully have the mindset, but I got a fuck you attitude to anybody who's got a problem with me now, because that's what the world does to you. It kind of fucks you up and takes all your empathy out of you, and makes you just really only care about yourself and your family and the people who are close to you, and fuck everybody else unless you want to do good, because you can never tell if doing something good is gonna ripple, right? And that's where I gotta push myself, right? Push myself to do the right thing. Um, I don't have a substantial amount of money or anything. It's not like I got fucking millions in the bank or something, but I know when I take out money from an ATM and then I instantly see a homeless person. Okay, I got to, you know what I mean? Because it's like, they're right there. You know, moral of the story is one kind deed makes a ripple, right? It could change somebody's day. It could change your life doing something. One kind thing could change someone's entire life. Maybe even save it. You never know. I feel like my podcast always gets so deep, man. What the fuck? Why is it so, like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm depressed. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what it is. Um, but I gotta be thankful for you guys, honestly. Even if nothing happens from this, I'm just glad that I got a place to talk, you know? And it's not private or anything, but it's a real good way to revisit old thoughts and old habits and old personalities. I'm just going raw off the rip. I got I always feel like dangerous doing this. Like I'm gonna say the wrong thing, especially today and age with cancel culture, bro. Like I do not want to offend anyone, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck, and you're the worst. So shut up. You know, like I care about people's feelings, but I also think that it's gotten taken to a point where it's not about people, it's not about doing the right thing anymore. It's about tearing people down just so other people can rise up and we can tear them down again. It's fucking random, man. Oh, also, when I was at Thanksgiving down there in my hometown, I fucking got, check this out, boy. Check that boy out. Hell yeah. Yeah, so what's funny about that tattoo is I didn't know that I had subconsciously picked it from an anime I watched as a kid. Howl's Moving Castle. It's about this fucking wizard who lives in a castle that constantly moves. And in it, inside the castle, there's a fire that looks just like that. It's a demon that's been trapped in the castle that powers it, basically. And I was looking, I was literally trying to get, I just I thought of something like this. And I brought it to him, and he was like, "Oh, you mean from Howl's Moving Castle?" And then it just clicked out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, that is what that's from. And I walked up to him, and I was like, "Yeah, I want it right here on my fucking stomach." And he was like, he laughed out loud immediately. He's like, "Oh, right on the hip? That's, whoo, that's something." Yeah, well, and as because he had his verbal diarrhea, and I don't feel bad about it because fuck you, you don't have to do this drunk, or do you? So it was funny because as he was talking to his girlfriend who he works with, he kept looking at her and talking to her about it, and then as a dude was leaving, he's like, "Oh, where's he gonna get it?" And he was like, "Oh, my man's a maniac. He's gonna get it right here like a psychopath." And I was like, "Is it really that fucking bad, dude?" Because at this point, it did not sound like he was joking. At first, when he laughed, it almost sounded like, "Oh, okay, you're just fucking around." But then he's like, he's got my stomach in his hands. He's like, "Okay, bro, are you fucking ready?" I'm like, "What the fuck's about to happen, bro? I've woken up in wisdom teeth surgery before, but you are worrying me right now." And I'm gonna be honest, it was like the cutest little tattoo experience I've ever had. Cause so his girlfriend, who he's been with for a while, drew up the tattoo, and he did it. He, did it out, and he had her pulling skin because it's in a weird area where you have to stretch the skin so it goes back the right way. It's a tattooing thing. I'm no expert, but that's just what they told me. And I mean, I felt like I was being abducted by aliens, just sitting on an operating table in surgery or some shit. But it was so amazing to like look up, and I would look at them, and they would just be like whenever he would stop and put it down and take a break, he'd stare at her. Or whenever he went to go dab it in the ink, he would stare at her. And when I got a break, he stopped in the middle of it, grabbed both her hands, and said, "I am so thankful for you." And I don't know why this little relationship makes the tattoo story, But it was fucking adorable, dude. On Thanksgiving Day, he's like, I'm so thankful for you. I don't know, man. You just don't expect to see some rom-com bullshit in a fucking tattoo parlor. Okay? And it was really fucking sweet. Alright? And guess what? Yeah, I just knocked over my recording device. Boop, boop. But, yeah. I'm gonna try not to edit this one. I mean, except for, like, the title sequence and shit, but hopefully it's just one cut all the way through. I'm trying to do this differently, still trying to keep it under 30 minutes so they're palatable. They're not completely some long. I mean, they're practically the fucking length of a show. So I want to make this enjoyable for you guys. And you're just vibing, man. You know, you're just fucking cruising, you know? With your favorite crackhead. And I'm sorry if I'm banging on tables and fucking doing all this shit. It's called ADHD, my friend. ADHD. And it is very prevalent. Trying to think of some more shit that I've done. Charlie, my bearded dragon, he went into Brumation at the middle of October. Brumation is essentially where reptiles go into hibernation for the winter months, and then he's going to wake up in January. It kind of works out because I have to travel, and so as long as I keep it at a certain temperature, he should stay in Brumation. And I can control the temperature in the house, so it's perfect. So he's just sleeping. Something else. Oh, Gabby got found. Her remains, at least. I mean, and so did Brian Laundrie. I'm pretty actually, I don't know if Gabby's remains were found, but Brian's were definitely found. Hold up. I got a computer right in front of me. I'm going to look this up so you don't have to. Bang bong, bing bong, fuck your life. Joe Byron. Don't look at my password. Don't look at my password. Yuckers. Yuck. Yucky. Don't look. Don't look. Fucking. Bing bong. Boo ba bee ba. La bing bang. That's what I do to your bitch. You know that beer tasted good when you go, yeah, that's after a long day's work, man. Like, you sip a beer and it's just, oh God, it's amazing, bro. Never understood it when I was a kid, but of course I drank beer before I was actually of drinking age. I mean, who fucking doesn't? I mean, don't drink, kids. Do not. It will destroy your mind. Your brain doesn't stop developing till 25. But let's be realistic, man. Nobody drinks at the drinking age. And most no one. Okay? But don't feel pressured to, because it's a video. You shouldn't. If you can hold your shit together, you're a lot cooler than everybody else because you're a free thinker. That's what's important. If you can say, everybody else is doing this, everybody else is drinking, everybody's smoking, but I'm going to wait till I'm 25 to do this shit because I know my brain doesn't develop and I got the willpower to not let the judgment affect you. Like, that's awesome, dude. That's really cool. Pat yourself on the back. And it's not overrated, bro. It's kind of awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. It's sick as fuck. But I do get sick as fuck, right? So you get hella hangovers. And if you don't drink water, then your literal kidneys hurt. So it's it can stunt your growth. It can cause cancer. Yeah, I don't think they actually found her remains. They didn't find her body, but they found her remains, is what I mean. So, and they use like the most graphic words ever. They say remains, but what they really mean is like her clothes and shit. It's fucking fucked up. They found her remains. It makes it sound like they found a severed hand. Yeah, I have no idea. Also, if you're watching this and you're not following me on TikTok, I would say go ahead because it's a much smaller, compact, version of this guy. So if this is too much, go hit me up on TikTok. Yeah. Huh. I'm thinking about because they didn't find her remains. They found Brian Laundrie's body. How the fuck did he die, bro? Like, how the fuck did he die? Did he trip going out there and impale himself on a fucking limb? It was crazy too, because everybody was trying to like come up with theories for how she died. And I'm not gonna lie, because in my head, I was even coming up with theories. Because I'm just a curious motherfucker. But I think the fucked up part about it is not that people were speculating. That's not fucked up. The fucked up part about it is how people were using it as a way to like skyrocket their career. You know what I mean? Like when you're profiting off of the death of someone, it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's a murder, bro. And it brings so much more attention than is that, and there's already attention on it because it's a white girl who got murdered. I mean, if it was an indigenous woman, there wouldn't be that much attention. And even if it isn't a fucking indigenous woman or a black woman, or even if that isn't the case, like when they have a white girl go missing, because they got missing white girl syndrome, which is basically like it gets blown up hella in the news, but that would never happen with like a person of color. I mean, you know. I've lost my train of thought. Damn it. I'm pulling it back. I'm getting it. What was I saying? Oh, okay, the fucked up part, right? The fucked up part about when a white girl goes missing, as well as when anyone else goes missing, is they usually like make the white girl seem more uppity. Like they'll be like, yeah, she was an A student and she volunteered and she had all these friends and everybody loved her and knew her. And it's like, bro, no, they didn't. She was a D student. She didn't volunteer anywhere. She fucking was shotgunning White Claws at the party, bro. And that's okay. That's okay, bro. Because guess what? Drug addicts matter just as much as anybody else. Black people matter just as much as anybody else. White people matter just as much as anybody else. We all matter the same. Just because we're different, just because we've made mistakes even or been bad people in the past doesn't mean that we're completely irredeemable. You know what I mean? There's always that chance to grow and be better. You're not, I mean, there are truly people who are evil, but I also believe that people get pushed really hard in life. They get knocked around and they don't know how to deal with it. And so they just give in to it. And I feel bad for those people. I really do. Because, it's the people who are always like posting on their Snapchat stories. Oh, don't you just hate when so-and-so or someone does something like this? And I'm like, bro, just message them. Just call them up. Fucking hit them up, bro. Like, why the hell do you need to tell everyone your fucking business? You know? Is it really worth losing a friendship over? Whatever the fuck it is, it probably isn't. Dude, it probably isn't. Oh my god. I'm so excited to give Paris her present for Christmas, dude. I am so fucking excited, dude. It's gonna be lit. I can't tell you what it is because it's super personal, but I want to. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting. She's not gonna see this because it's going up after I'm giving it to her. But still. It's a Friday for me. It is. I don't know if it's Friday for you, but I mean, live like it is, man. Turn up, bro. Whatever day it is. Grab a cold one. Roll one up. Light that shit or crack it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say smoke crack. I said crack a top of beer. I saw you. I saw you reaching for that crack pipe. Shame. Shame. You're in detention. I want you to go home, turn your video off. I don't care if you're in public, wherever you are, go to your room and fucking think about what you just did. Okay? Because if you're going to smoke crack, no, don't smoke crack. What the hell? I was about to give advice around smoking. Just don't smoke crack, bro. What the hell? I was about to be like, if you're gonna smoke crack, you might as well do it this way. Nah, bro, just that shit's an epidemic. Don't do it. It's such a waste of time. Shit, this is a waste of time. This is nicotine, and I'm telling you, nicotine is the devil, bro. It is the most addictive substance I've ever had to deal with. And I've been around the block. Okay, I've been around the block. I mean, look at my face. You can fucking tell. I've been around the block. This is so addictive, bro. It has a noose around your neck. And it tightens every time you try and walk away. And the thing is, I kind of hate the feeling of it. Now, I'm starting to just hate being buzzed off nicotine. But psychologically, I haven't been able to just be like, fuck that. That's stupid, you know? I think that's everything, dude. The Juice WRLD album. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay. I bounce around a lot. Sorry. I'm getting better. Juice WRLD album. I hate to say this, but it was not that good. And obviously, I've only listened to it one time. So, one time all the way through. So, I don't know if, there's going to be shit that grows on me. But right now, there's, 3 or 4 songs, maybe. And I'm a diehard fan, man. And so it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I just feel like the fans rushed it, man. Like, why y'all gotta do that shit? Why you gotta push the management? They were working on it, man. Just give him time. He's dead. The longer we wait, the more he will be alive. It's like there's no point in rushing this music out. I mean, he trusted it with the people he trusted it with because of who they were and their artistic ability. So let's just trust the process, people. Yeah, so that was basically, a big part of it. And I think I actually might do a video going in on the Juice WRLD album completely. But I think this is where I'm going to end it because we're at 40 minutes now, and I've talked about basically everything that's happened in the past month. So, to sum things up, I'm going to get on a better schedule once the holidays are up after January. I will be on a better schedule. But I'm still going to upload during the Christmas season, hopefully. And Paris is going to be back because I know you got to miss Paris because I miss her. You know what I mean? Whenever she's not around. But, yeah. It'll be good to have her back, too. My little co-host, she's the best. I'm trying to think if there's any stupid joke I could say. Knock, knock.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.